Yo, what up? Peace and blessing to the fam. This your big homie Jared with the RetroInsider.com. Back again at the black table with another sneaker review for you. As always, I like to start off by saying shout out and thank you to all you new and returning viewers. If you don't mind, take a second and let me know where you're viewing from. Love to know where my videos are reaching and who I'm able to connect with. So we have a brand new silhouette to the Retro Insider channel. It's not a 997, it's not a 998. It's actually smack dab in the middle. It's a 997.5, and this is a rare silhouette. I haven't seen too many colorways of this being released, but it's a beauty, if I do say so myself. So what it actually is, 997 upper sitting on a 998 midsole. So the best of both worlds get brought together to create this gem of a shoe, which was done in collaboration with Kith. So New Balance and Kith are no strangers to working together. So for 2025 and this Easter season, we got this 2-pack. Two versions of the shoe was released on March 27th through the Kith app, and you had to be, I guess, quick with it. Well, rather quick. They only made it available for 24 hours. You had to enter a code, which I found out about this release on Instagram. A guy named Cran. He posted a picture and said, hey guys, go check it out. Run, don't walk. Use my code. You get access to this for 24 hours. Like I said, two different colorways. One other colorway was very similar to this one, but this one spoke to me a little bit more simply because it seemed like it had more color. And even though this shoe was very understated and muted, of course, with this pastel, the other one was even more so, in my opinion. So had a little bit more yellow. This one has a little bit more peach. Both Eastery, if that's even a word. It is now, because once I say it, it becomes true and real. But anyways, yeah, this is the colorway that spoke to me. We'll call it the ice peach because those are the colors in the color code. But yeah, man. Well, before we get into the shoe, let me say it was retailing for like $210. I think I made, after tax and everything, $210 to $220. Can't remember. I'll post it in the video. But I walked out paying $268-ish. If I'm wrong, I'll put it in the video again. But not the cheapest shoe. But when you have a shoe that's done so masterfully well on a silhouette that you don't get a lot, they got me. I don't know, they just got me. I was like, hey man, I gotta have this shoe. And because it was sold exclusively through the app, I'm like, I don't know if they're gonna release to the masses later. Don't know how Kith really does that. So I didn't want to miss out. They hit me with the FOMO bug. I got it. And now that I have them in hand, I don't mind it. They're just that good. So without any further ado, let's get into the shoe. So like I said, the 997 upper made up of a light beige mesh. And it's going to be really hard for me to represent these colors properly in this lighting with this camera. But just trust me. Hopefully I can do some B-roll that has better colors. But this is done in a light beige mesh. And the mesh also appears on the bottom half of the tongue. So the rest of the shoe is done up in the usual pigskin suede that New Balance made in US shoes are known for. This front portion is done in a very, very light gray. Almost looks white, but it is a slight gray tint to it. And on the back heel, as you can kind of tell, it's a slightly darker version of the front part of the shoe, but it's more or less a lighter version of the midsole, kind of brownish, light brownish color here. Now at the base of the laces, what we have is this peach colorway, very, very soft. And at the top half of the tongue with the New Balance logo embroidered there, 997.5, it's also done in this peach. Now on the midfoot area, this is going to be the portion that's done in like a very pale blue, very nice blue, classic Easter color vibe, color palette. And as far as the logo, we have some beige, very light beige wrapping around the New Balance end, which is actually done in 3M. So the other portion of 3M, let's go to the other side of the shoe where it's done in a slightly different color. The New Balance end logo is done in a light pale green 3M, and it sits atop a white suede base. So once again, man, anything Ronnie Fieg touches, it's golden to me. He executes his colorways so masterfully, and this is no exception. Now, as far as another material, we got this pebbled textured leather here in this pale green that wraps around the top portion of the heel, and there's also a 3M white strip right there. Now, going down to the midsole, 998 midsole, done light brown. Then we got this white portion right here. Wish they would have done a color hit there, but that's not gonna make or break the shoe. Just would have been nice to see maybe like a blue or a green right there, like they do on the 998s. There we have it. This is actually a white. It doesn't look it, but it's white. And then we have a light pale green here. Outsole combination of just about every color on the shoe. This is kind of a pale yellow though. So as far as the laces, this is one of the 4 laces that were provided in the box. As soon as I seen these, I was like, yeah, I gotta have these. Definitely gotta have these in the shoe. It's like a rope lace, kind of in a tie-dye type design. It's kind of has like a pink purplish, very pale green, and then like white mixed in there. So I really think these set off the shoe, but the other laces are nice and are gonna work well with the shoe as well. Moving on to the inside, sock line is done in a very pale green. Yeah, so it's gonna be hard to keep clean, but hey, take care of your shoes, man. You don't have to worry about it. Don't forget to rock them too, by the way. These are meant to be worn, even though they are nice and clean and pristine. Now here on the insole, we have a patch, New Balance patch that also has Kith in the square embroidered logo there. So all together, the package is divine. Moving to the lateral side of the midsole, what you see is this strip goes from here to here, which is pale green. You can kind of see it, but yeah, it's just a subtle detail that just makes this, once again, probably one of the better shoes to release this year so far, and a wonderful package. Now, as far as sizing goes with the 997.5, you can basically say it's a 998. So a lot of the newer 998s, I like to go true to size. And when I got this one in a size 12, it worked perfectly. Now, other shoes like the 990s 1 through 6, I usually go down a half size, but 998s, which I've stated in another video, the newer 998s run a little bit smaller than me, so I go true to size. And one way you can differentiate an older 998, like something pre-2020 from one that came out 2020 or later, is this back heel here. If it protrudes, it's a newer model, which is closer to the OG. Some of the ones that came out years ago, they have a midsole just like this, but the back doesn't protrude. It goes more straight down. So that's just a little call out for you guys, just to let you know there is a difference between 998s. Just because it's a 998, they are all not created equal. So in the comments below, were you able to pick up a pair of this shoe? If you missed, are you willing to hop on GOAT, StockX, eBay, or such and so to buy a pair? If there's any shoe, if you're a New Balance fan, if there's any shoe that you might want to go get, this is one. I'm sorry. It's just done up in such a nice way on a rare silhouette. Carries a theme. It checks all the boxes, you know. So for me, you know what, I'm kind of considering going to get another pair of these, because I know, you know, as I wear these, it might get a little dirty. It might not be as fresh as I want. So I might have to go out and get another pair of these, y'all. But yeah, this is it. New Balance 997.5, done in collaboration with Ronnie Fieg over at Kith, doing one of the hottest sneakers of 2025, in my opinion. I think in December, when we go back and see what was released from any brand, this will be on many people's list. And it's an understated look, but I like that. I'm at the stage in my life where I don't do a lot of loud shoes anymore, or what I consider to be loud shoes. So this is my stilo. This fits right in what I like as far as a shoe. So yeah, once again, guys, thank you so much for checking out the content. You use your most valuable resource, which is time, to come kick it with me. And I will never take that for granted. So hopefully I was able to present this shoe to you in a way that gives you a better idea of what it is. And if you want to buy it, it's kind of my goal here. help you make a good purchase buying decision on sneakers. You know, I know how it is, man. As a sneakerhead, you see a shoe online, think about it. You be like, man, I can't wait to see somebody else show this shoe. See if it's really that good. And hopefully I was able to help you out in some way today. But until next time, guys, thank you once again. As always, stay humble and proceed.